How do we avoid getting bothered when people are being irrational, not acting very well towards us, or when people are not being as polite as they could, or maybe you're having a bad day? If you're highly irritable and you feel like your mental health is bad and you feel like you're anxious a lot of the times or even depressed or whatever, this video might change it all for you. I want to give this quick disclaimer that I'm not a doctor or anything, but this is just what has worked for me, and I want to let you on my story of it all. So this year I got a lot of anxiety, and I've been fluctuating in my mood and my overall in my overall feelings of personal development, my life and everything. And a huge part of this has been that I've had a lot of anxiety and I haven't really felt that positive about myself and about the world. And this has come even in periods where I've been acting very, very productively if we look at the external world and everything. But I've still not been able to crack the code and get out of this state of not feeling that well. I've even discussed this with some like-minded individuals my age who've actually cultivated quite some great external success. But this is what has led me to changing all of this up and coming back even stronger. First of all, when you feel like you're highly irritable, realize that your problems are not actually really problems at all. Because what are problems? It's just perception of thoughts. It's our thoughts' perception of what is real. It's a belief, right? A belief system, or it's more like a belief. And what is a belief? It's a statement of perceived truth. We perceive something as true. For example, we perceive that somebody's irritable when they're doing a said thing. That might not be completely right, because if you're judging them whilst you're doing so, you are probably not that advanced in this. And even I myself catch myself a lot of the times, but I want to put this reminder out to other people as well as to myself, because I'm far from perfect. I am not perfect with this. Ask yourself, what do I believe about people when I become more susceptible to this? So for example, when you're in your work or in school or whatever, even your family. And just ask yourself, what is going on inside of you? Maybe you're tired, maybe you are this, maybe you're that. How you tap out of this and how you're able to control your emotions in any scenario is the present moment. The present moment is key. Now, like I said earlier, I want to dive deeper into that, but you just have to get the hang of the present moment first. The present moment is now. It is when you feel like where you're sitting, where your feet are, feel everything. And just don't try and think at all. I probably made you think by saying that. How you can do this is just ask yourself, what thought is going to pop up next? And be on your guard. Wait as if something very, very important is about to happen. Feel your whole body. Feel like your body as you sit. Be completely here and now. And once you have done this practice, you will realize, oh, that's my first thought. Or you realize some of the thoughts. The moments before you get your first thought, that is the present moment. You have to practice this and leverage this as much as possible throughout the day. This is the present moment. Now, when we realize that when we're in the present moment, we don't have any problems because we're not thinking. We're not thinking. Because if we reduce our susceptibility to become angry or whatever, it is just that we are thinking. We are thinking negative things and we're labeling things. When we're not doing that, we realize that you don't have any problems at all. When you're just sitting here, you don't have any problems at all. They're just thoughts, they're just made up. And even if a family member has passed and everything, the best recovery, I believe, is to just be present. And of course, you're able to grieve, you're able to be completely devastated. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying that when small things irritate you, this is more applicable to small things. I don't know how to do this with bigger things, but I think when bigger things does occur, I think the present moment is still key, but not neglecting it. Maybe you want to look for somebody else when it comes to these things, but hear me out on this. When it comes to your small little things, like somebody being irritable or you feel concerned or whatever, realize that the present moment is key to solving this. once you're completely here and now, once you completely accept, once you surrender yourself to the present moment, you're not going to be as susceptible to these things. And of course, the more you can incorporate the present moment, the more present you will be. And over time, you'll become so present that your whole experience is just presence. This is such a powerful thing, and I want you to just realize this. And if you, this perspective completely changed my perception of problems and small things, like when you're stressed to go to school or work. This completely shifted it all. Imagine you're on a plane, for example, and imagine the plane is going down and it's crashing. In those moments, you're not thinking about the problem. You're not thinking that, oh, this is a bad problem. This is something that I've got to solve. You're completely present, and either you survive or you don't. But when you are completely present, when you're completely here, you realize that all of the problems that you've been going through, they disappear once something really serious happens. I don't know if you've been experiencing something similar to this, not like a situation where like your life is on the line, but something like divorce, bullying, a very bad like a bad thing that has happened to you, and you get the news and you feel like your entire reality freezes. Your mind probably stops and the emotion just flows over you. You're completely present there and you're not thinking this is a bad problem that I've got to solve. So once you're labeling something as a problem, it's usually just our minds trying to make something up because it has to survive. Our thoughts have to survive. They want to survive. They're just like a living organism wants to survive. The more we can cultivate an awareness of our thoughts, the better we will become at this. But I'm also in the beginning of this journey, and to be honest, I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm not able to be 100% present all of the days, and that's not the point. But the point is to cultivate some awareness and to build upon this. But this is how we stay calm in emotions, and this is how we can observe our own emotions like anxiety and everything. This is really all I had to say for today. If you want to do the YouTube algorithm stuff like subscribe and everything, do that if you want to, and then you can join my free community as well, and link in the description. I want to let you on a path that is going to allow you to incorporate more of these things, make it even more tangible, because I put them all inside something that I like to call the Zero Theory. I hope that you got some value, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.